Let's go racing, boys and girls. We are at Dominion Raceway for some Saturday night short track racing. And I got a special behind the scenes tour from my friend Miles, who's a Legends car driver, who we've connected over TikTok, and he showed me all the sites, the road course up on the roof, the suites. And unfortunately, TikTok deleted some of mine in my original draft, so unfortunately, I didn't catch it all. But this is so cool to be behind the scenes and just see what an amazing facility Dominion is. It's a newer build of a short track, and so they just did some amazing things. Also got to go down on track in the garage for a hot second and see one of the late models. That's Connor Weddle. And these are the Southern Ground Pounders that were racing special division on Saturday night. From all the way up to the spotter stand to the grandstands, it's time to enjoy some racing. And got to start off with everybody's favorite, the Bandoleros. Those kids know how to put the pedal down to the floor and haul around that track. And it was a hot one. I know there's heat wave all over the country right now, but it was so hot on Saturday night. A young driver named Penelope won. We saw her run at Langley as well, and she did a special handshake with her dad after the race, and that was really cool. Then it was time for the late models, and there was a big old crash that happened right in front of me. This guy spun off turn 4 and slammed the inside wall. You can see the tire marks on the inside wall. It was pretty crazy. Chase Johnson is a fan favorite here at Dominion Raceway. I got to see his family race at Southside as well, and this was just immaculate vibes, immaculate views on a Saturday night with the sunset. And you can see the crowd really cheer and get into it when he won the first of the 2 late model features. And he seems to be having a great year so far. It was a hot one. Did I mention that? And shout out to mi amigo Daniel Suarez, who is sponsored by Corona down in Mexico City. I'd have a Corona to cool off a bit alongside my water to stay hydrated. Then it was on to the U-Cars, which are a bunch of Chevy Cavaliers retrofitted to be your race cars. And this one ended up ending under caution. Someone ran away with the race, but ended with a caution checkered flag finish. Then it was time for the Southern Ground Pounders, and look at this car right here. It's got the Hot Wheels paint scheme, just like Kyle Petty with the number 2 on the side instead of the 44, but still, these are really beautiful race cars. Some of them were more traditional modifieds, and others were modifieds that looked like old school race cars, and so I really enjoyed this division a lot. They were fast, they were fun, interesting, and I didn't realize it, but I guess there were 2 divisions and 2 trophies handed out at the end of this race, so that was cool as well. Good action. Then it was on to the Virginia Modifieds, the local division of Modifieds. And guys, just appreciate this sunset for a minute. Forget the racing. This sunset is unreal. This one was kind of run away with too. There were a couple restarts, but you'll see this family to the right. They were super excited. They were all there. That was clearly their friend, son, grandson, what have you, and they were pretty pumped. Everyone's favorites, the Legends, and shout out to Miles, my buddy who gave me the VIP tour. He ended up finishing 3rd on the night. He's been really close the last couple times to winning. During some downtime between the races, they put on the ARCA race up at Elko in Minnesota because they were showing Willie Mullins wheeling it. He is local to Dominion and the Fredericksburg area, so it was cool to see him get a shout out on the big screen. It was time for the second limited late model race, and our friend Kayla, who we met at the Mullins Racing Shop, was starting P1 for that race. This race was super exciting because Chase Johnson started out in the back, and this was the last lap, y'all. He was chasing down the leader for many laps. You can see him go side by side here, and oh my goodness, this ended up being one of the best finishes I've ever seen at a local race, maybe even live in general, because look, pass on the outside, taking the momentum on the high side, and won. Look at how fired up the crowd was by that action, and their beloved Chase Johnson won. Y'all, it was a good night at Dominion, but it was a hot night, and I had to get home because I got church in the morning. Thanks for joining me at Dominion Raceway.